Welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a yoga. I didn't do very good in Spanish, but I do recall one Spanish lesson that the feminine ends with and the masculine ends with o. I also learned that when I was a bussy, when I worked in a restaurant when I was younger. There's a guy in the kitchen, Juan Weisenheimer, called me Margarito. People thought I was masculine now. You should have seen me then. I didn't even think I was. Anyway, well, I mean, I did. I knew I was then, but anyway. And I grew up in a redneck town. Yeah, people didn't like me much at all. My kind. Yeah, my kind. I've been ridiculed and scrutinized and made fun of my whole entire life. Insulted, berated. Why, just last week, a grown man yelled at my face, called me the D word. I just am always reminded of freaking Steve Martin and Roxanne in the restaurant scene when he rambles on 20 insults. Because I'm like, that's it? That's all you got? That's all that you can come up with is calling me a D word. Putting my finger in the dam, making the water spout. So a lot of weird stuff is going on right now. Energy, woo, man, if people aren't into fiery energy, they must really not be liking stuff right now. You know, I know it's in Paris, France, the cathedral. I just keep hearing the song London Bridge is falling down. I wonder if that's all related. But I don't know. I learned a long time ago, you know, I saw one guy talking about his account, the devastation, you know, and I remember there's things that happen that in life that just make you just go, fucking life is magical and wonderful and beautiful, and people should recognize that. And the irony that, you know, a building's 1,000 years old, and 1,000 years ago it was built for Jupiter, and Jupiter just went into retrograde on the 10th of April, and Jupiter represents, you know, what Jupiter represents. Well, these are not my words. But it's a generalized statement, because what Jupiter represents is, you know, it's what Jupiter represents. Tut-Tut's back there trying to get comfortable. He took all of Benny's blanket and doing it. Tuck, silly goose, Benny said, that's rude, Tuck. That's rude and not being exposed and caught into bed. Smart, Margie. Okay, luck, optimism, positive energy, you know. This means all signs can expect to feel vibes of abundance, growth, and limitless power during this 4 months, because it'll be here till like 11th of August. Anyway, that building has gone through a lot in 1,000 years. You know, it's gone through a lot. It's resilient. They've been restoring it. I mean, dude, during the French War, it got freaking wiped out pretty good. You know, I mean, it's all just like us. This is just, you know, and fire is a cleansing, just like what is happening to the earth out now with all the water and all the natural disasters. It's a cleansing. We have a chance to live better and act right and do better as human beings and care more for other people, you know. And a lot of this stuff is happening because it's like we had a chance to learn our lesson, and people aren't learning their lesson. They're not getting it. Just be a good person. Don't lie. Don't cheat. Don't steal. Stop making money the most important thing on the planet. Even the spiritual ones. Because freaking, it's no different. You're feeding ego. All this stuff is common knowledge. Everyone can know it. God. You know? It is but I remember what it made me think of, because there's a few things that have happened in my life that I remember where I was because of how it impacted me. And like I said a long time ago, I was telling Mom this morning, I learned that we put the significance and the importance on things. We put it on things, right? One man's junk is another man's treasure. Yeah. we do that. And so I had a car that I really, really liked, and it got rear-ended, and it was totaled, and I could never drive it again. And now, but it was my poor man's Jag. It was a Hyundai Sonata. I really liked that car, and then that's when I was like, I learned that it's stuff. That was when I learned that it's just stuff lesson, And then there are later in my life that my ego has needed more attention because I was hurt, and I had a bunch of heartaches that I hadn't healed, and I had a bunch of wounds that were gaping open, and that's all because I didn't deal with them myself. It's like I looked at them, but I didn't treat them, I didn't take care of them. I didn't nurture them. I didn't love them, because that's the vibration of what love heals all things. That's no joke, man. It's no joke. And yesterday was also Dolores Cannon's birthday. And she's a great teacher, practitioner, and good boy, Buds. I know you like to cuddle, Buds. Tucker to go. Anyway, she taught a lot of great people a lot of things, and she still is, and maybe that's what I'm supposed to do one day, is because I got a pretty low voice, and I think, maybe that might be therapeutic in quantum healing, QHHT, QTT, anyway. But yesterday was her birthday, and, we can heal ourselves, we can. It just takes effort. And how many people are too lazy to put in the effort to heal themselves, but they'll sit on a couch for 2 hours and watch a football game, And it, in that same amount of time, I think he's getting settled down. And in that, it takes less time every day if you did that every day. If you just gave yourself an hour every day, if you have to break it up 30 minutes a day just to meditate, focus on your body and the hurts and the wounds, and that is what prohibits cancer. We're not even the same person physically that we were 7 years ago. Our cells rejuvenate. Our cells on us, they're their own living thing, oven by itself. Just like we are like the cells on the earth. We become a cancer, and the earth is trying to cleanse itself right now. But the cancer, it's not, the cancer is more so greed. The cancer is more so withholding. The cancer is hate, spite, perversion. The cancers are neglect. The cancers are denial. That's a big cancer. Yeah. Denial is huge, People, we make what we see. We make what we see a reality. And people are consciously, now more than ever, making a conscious decision to see the world in a higher place, in a higher vibrational place. We're all just energy, You can use that energy to create things and have things thrive in a beautiful, magical way. I keep thinking of the different varieties of fruit and vegetables that we can make if we want to really get creative, with things. Don't get creepy and gross and try and play God and stuff like that. I'm talking about making people. That's just a storyline I really would rather not see play out. But there's a lot of, but I think about that because I've studied a lot of scientists like Luther Burbank and all of these, if we can imagine it, we can make it happen. If we can imagine a beautiful world where heaven is on earth, let's do that. Take the control out of people that are imagined that they're also powerful and their potential is oh so great that they can go around just killing people for profit wherever they go. It doesn't matter if it's putting poison in food or putting poison in ground in which his food is grown. All that stuff, there's no place for it, because life, we're only on this planet for a very short time, so for such a small group of people to make it so uncomfortable for the rest of us, it's just, well, it's bad karma. Anyway. Get out and about. If you got joy to, if you're going to be an example, you might as well be a good one. I hope you have a rad day. Peace.